Welcome to VCTV. Hi, I'm Christina, and I'm here at GrowTalks Montreal, and I'm here with one of the sponsors, Jean-Nicolas Delage of Fasky Martineau. Hi, Jean-Nicolas. How's it going?
Hey, Christina. I'm doing great. Thank you.
So what are you doing here?
Well, I think what Debbie and her team is doing with Grow is fantastic. So we're really happy to be sponsoring this event, be present, and help in any way we can to make this thing a success.
And why is continuous learning important for startup entrepreneurs?
Well, they got a lineup of such great speakers who've been through things, who can teach these new entrepreneurs great metrics, things that they have to know. And if they don't know them, really, they're just navigating through fog and they're going to hit walls. So anything that can get rid of that fog is very helpful. It's going to cost them less money, hopefully, to get to market using those great metrics. So it's all good for them, we think.
And it's important to keep the learning going as we do a startup camp at Fasky Martineau as well, right?
Absolutely. Thank you for bringing it up. You're absolutely right.
Thank you, Jean-Nicolas.
Thank you.
So I just bumped into Dan Martel here from Clarity, and we're at GrowTalks. And do you want to tell us a bit about what Clarity is all about?
Yeah, so Clarity is kind of like eBay for business advice. We help entrepreneurs, professionals make better decisions by getting on a phone call with an expert in a specific area or industry they're looking to get advice on.
So anything at all?
Pretty much. I mean, the big categories are things that help an entrepreneur make money. So fundraising, sales, marketing, business development, that kind of stuff. We have over 10,000 experts. We've completed 13,000 calls across 50 different countries. We raised $1.6 million in funding from guys like Mark Cuban, Baseline Ventures, Freestyle. So things are going pretty good. And we've been 10 months now live.
Absolutely. No, we hear a lot about you. And is there any way to screen the actual mentors, or is there a screening process at all?
So today, anybody can apply, but we definitely ask for a lot of detailed information when they apply. But our philosophy is you promote yourself, and so essentially it's like Google search ranking for experts. So the more calls you do, the more ratings you have, the more people that say nice things about you will cause you to return higher in the search results. And then at the end of the day, the person can look at your LinkedIn, your background, and decide if you're the right person. So we don't feel like we need to curate today. We may do some kind of different levels in the future, but 97% 5-star post-call rating, I think, anybody that's ever got on a call is more than happy.
And do you set your own rate?
Yeah, every expert decides their own rate. They change it all the time. So if they're not busy, they might put it really low. If they're super busy, they'll put it super high. And it's a cool marketplace that allows it to kind of adjust itself.
Yeah, exactly. So what is the importance of mentoring for startups? I'm guessing you're a big believer in that. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so Clarity is more about getting advice, 30-minute calls with people that have been successful in the past. It's different than mentoring. Mentoring to me is, I have mentors. These are guys that know me in person. We've met. They have invested interest to meet with me every 2 or 3 months. And my value to them is I take the advice, I execute on it, I circle back, and I teach them what I've learned. So, the best thing any entrepreneur can do is model themselves after other successful entrepreneurs. We're not that smart. And if you think you are, take a reset back to the entrepreneur world, because it's going to be tough on you. And to me, what mentoring allows you to do is get advice from somebody that's been through that challenge before, so that you can learn from their mistakes and you can move a lot faster. So, wherever you feel you might not be as competent, maybe you're a business founder and you don't have technical expertise, find yourself a technical founder so that you can use him as your sounding board, etc. Fundraising advice, how to build your team, that kind of stuff. But to me, mentoring is the number one thing you can do as a founder to improve your probability of success.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that great answer, and all the best with Clarity then.
Yeah, check out clarity.fm and find me on Twitter at Dan Martel, 2 L's Martel.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So it's the end of the day at GrowTalks Montreal. I just ran into David No of Novia Capital, and he's been up for 24 hours. How did it go?
Well, I wasn't up for 24 hours for GrowTalks, but I've been up for 24 hours. But GrowTalks was amazing, full house, fantastic speakers from all over the place. Some really well-known speakers: Dan Martel, Alistair Kroll, Grant Cooper. These guys are the rock stars of our industry, I find, and they've got so much deep knowledge that they've shared with the the early stage companies, and I find the bang for the buck was absolutely amazing.
And how was the turnout today?
Turnout was very, very good. A lot of stimulating questions. Every presentation we had to cut off the good questions because we had to move on. So the audience was very, very engaged and even tweeting questions. So it was very good.
What do you think were some of the biggest questions asked today?
A lot of questions on financing, definitely. A lot of questions on UI, on metrics. So yeah, everything that's needed to help a company grow.
And how were responses today? We had an incredible list of people who were helping us put this together.
Yeah, the sponsors were fantastic. BDO, FMC, and Fasken, and the Canadian Consulate. They helped keep the pricing low for the attendees. So their participation was extremely welcome.
And tell us, why do startups need to learn more?
Well, it's all about growing, and the quicker you can grow and the quicker you can accelerate, the quicker you can reach your objectives and gain acceleration and traction. So, if you can fail fast and move on, that's the name of the game. And if you can share your knowledge and gather knowledge from others, then you'll just accelerate that growth. So that's what the conference is all about.
And so the last question, you're a very successful startup entrepreneur, now turned VC, entrepreneur in residence at Innovia Capital. What is the biggest lesson you learned? Biggest lesson
I learned is that it's really not every business is fundable at any given point in time. So that's one thing. It's hard to raise money these days. The bar's been raised, and companies need a good team. They need traction. They need metrics, and they need to show that they're ready for acceleration more so than ever before.
Well, thanks for pulling all this together with Dealmaker Media, Debbie Landa and team. And it's been a great day, being a phenomenal MC, and we're going to let you get some rest.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching VCTV, and come back again real soon.